want to know which countries prosper with happiness, and we always have that curiosity to go and visit them. So here are 5 of the most happiest countries or places on earth. First, Finland. For the 4th year in a row, Finland is number 1 when it comes up to happiness always. The country consistently ranks among the top of the education systems on this earth, occasionally beating countries like South Korea, Japan and Singapore. Most of its success actually comes from its teachers who need to have a master's degree, and by the way, their education is funded by the state government, most like the European countries. And well, they focus on experimental learning and equal opportunities between all students. So of course, the Finland is always on top when it comes up to happiness. Second, Denmark. Denmark has remained the 2nd position this year. The country currently rates near top of all its key principles like life expectancy, social support and generosity are the top amongst them. But it also is a country which is hugely committed to energy protection. Well, 39.1% of its energy was wind generated in 2014, home to one of the world's most bike-friendly cities, and does also have a coastline which would spend a lifeline to discover. But not only those, a recent study from Happiness Research Institute narrows down to the Denmark's happiness. Well, the researchers have shown it also has a huge following on these different categories like trust in government, economy, security, freedom, civil participation and work and life balance, which is the most important thing to me. And Denmark has it all, a beautiful country, beautiful people and the most eco-friendly country which I know. The third, Switzerland, which generally just moved up to the 3rd spot this year, is a country where everything is voted. From how many vacation days that workers should have, or how many immigrants should be allowed into the country, or very random things to the local level happen many times a year. Voting is one of the most important things in this country, and this system is of a direct democracy, which means Swiss citizens can have a capable sense of what is participation in what is going on in the country, in the economy, in the country's evolution. From landmarks about human rights to whether traffic lights should be installed in the neighborhood, Swiss citizens have it all in their hands, and it is also a system which says that every voice matters and every soul matters, and you can choose what goes on in your surroundings, and you can decide whether you want it or not. And which made this country, and that system is what made this country such a successful and happy country. And also Switzerland is a place for huge vacations, and which brings most of its economy. Fourth, Iceland. Iceland ranks high in terms of proportion of respondents who felt like they had a fellow citizen to count on when things get rough. This perhaps be the most obvious in the wake of the country's post-2007 financial collapse. And you personally think the flood of American tourists into the country's capital might have dealt a blow to the residents' happiness, but it got to be a little harder to get dinner reservations than it used to be. After all, when it comes up to well-being, the Icelanders are unfazed. Perhaps it has something to do with the fact that they can always escape to the countryside that looks like completely other universe, and it just looks so amazing and beautiful. It's a beautiful country, and it is a country worth to visit. Netherlands. Biggest star from Netherlands this year, its happiness levels have barely changed. If we are talking less than 0.03% between 2005 and 2020, and in the Netherlands, it turns out happiness starts young. A 2013 UNICEF reported that children are the most happiest in the world, taking merits from education, well-being, safety, and health. And it turns out that the Netherlands children are very happy and are very pleased with their lifestyle. And that's it for today's video. If you do like this, please like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell icon, and please leave a comment down below.